What's up, guys? Welcome back. Leo Patsu Productions. Thank you very much for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be having a closer look at this brand new wireless microphone kit by Saramonic. This is the K9. Which is a dual channel digital UHF wireless microphone kit for filmmakers, content creators. If you want to get some amazing audio, I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything you need to know about this microphone kit throughout the course of this video. And first off, how can I not mention, this is exactly what you guys are listening to right now, the K9, as I have the lavalier microphone just clipped on over here to my shirt, and I am sending the audio wirelessly from the transmitter that I have on me, being sent over there to the receiver, which is connected to my camera. And I also have the onboard 32-bit recording enabled on the transmitter as well, because it does have an SD card. So let's just go ahead and keep this simple as possible. Right now, through the start of this video, you guys have been listening to the wireless audio that's being sent from the transmitter over there to the receiver to my camera. But right now, let's go ahead and give you a quick little audio test on what the audio sounds like with the onboard 32-bit recording on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And bingo, here we go. Now we are listening to the 32-bit onboard recording that I have onto the transmitter. Fantastic feature. Just in case the wireless transmission audio drops out, you'll have a backup audio recording. So guys, this microphone kit is jam-packed with a bunch of features. I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this video all the specs and features briefly at the start of this video. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys the menu, the settings, how to connect it, how to get everything kind of going, and share with you guys also some more audio tests throughout the course of this video. Unfortunately, this video might be a little bit on the longer side because there's a lot of information I want to jam pack, but to help you guys out navigate throughout this video and find the exact information that you need, I will leave some video timestamp chapters down into the description. So with no further time wasted, let's go ahead and jump right into it, because we do have quite a bit of information to cover. The Saramonic K9. So guys, meet the Saramonic K9 dual channel digital UHF wireless system built for filmmakers and content creators who demand professional sound anywhere in the world. With an ultra wide 550 to 960 megahertz UHF range, the K9 delivers rock solid, interference free performance no matter where you shoot. You can now experience uncompressed high fidelity audio with 130 dB input dynamic range and digital transmission for pristine clarity. You can now record safely with 32-bit float onboard recording with a 64 gigabyte of built-in storage, your ultimate backup on every take. Now you can also sync your sound effortlessly with the wireless or wired timecode and take full control through the Saramonic system app, managing up to 48 devices right from your mobile phone. And also the directors can monitor the sound with the IFB support, while the IP67 rating, the 3mm lav mic, ensures durability and discreet performance on set. The K9 also features a top display on the receiver, a color-coded group tags, and a durable metal body lighter than a mobile phone, which makes it practical and powerful. And up to 9 hours of transmitter life and 8 hours on the receiver, you'll never miss a moment even while charging. So guys, overall the Saramonic K9 does allow us to capture nice pristine quality audio effortlessly. All right, guys, mic check, 1, 2, 3. This is another test outdoors with the Saramonic K9, and this time we're a little bit further away from the camera. I'm going to estimate about maybe 15 feet or so. I am using all the exact same settings that I used in my previous test, which the camera microphone gain is set to -12. The receiver output that's going to the camera is set to -14, and the transmitter that I actually have just placed in my inside pocket of my jacket is set to +16 dB, and this is what the audio quality is sounding like. Low cut filter is off. I do have the lavalier microphone just clipped onto my shirt, same thing as before with the little wind muff, and this is what the audio is sounding like. So in this test, again, I'm testing out the distance. I'm also obviously testing out the audio quality. I am doing an internal recording right now to the transmitter. Again, that's inside my jacket, 32-bit float, and I also have the audio that's going to be recorded to the camera. So just in case the wireless transmission drops out, I do have the option over here to use the 32-bit float onboard recording in post-production to sync it up. And in most cases, I like to take advantage of the 32-bit float just because it has a lot more dynamic range as far as the audio. So that's going to be very flexible and easy to work with in post-production. All right, guys, mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic check, 1, 2, 3. This is another outdoors test with the Saramonic K9, and in this test, we're going to be specifically testing out the maximum distance in line of sight between the transmitter and the receiver. And I have a soccer field over here that I'm going to be using as a reference as far as the distance. So the camera, which is connected to the receiver, is in line with the goalpost over here, and we're going to be able to easily calculate. So right now, I'm approximately maybe 15 feet or so. I'm using all the same settings as the previous test. The only thing that I did change is the RF setting. So I have the radio frequency, the RF setting, set to 100 milliwatts, which is the maximum, which is going to supposedly give me the most amount of range and probably the strongest signal. Therefore, we don't have any interference when I go super far away, just in case maybe you're in a populated area where there's going to be maybe some interference. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. So right now, again, 15 feet away from the camera, let's go ahead and turn my back away from the camera. And as I turn my back away from the camera, I'm going to kind of hopefully just kind of continue to talk or count my steps or whatever. So therefore you guys can see if the audio cuts out. And also I want to test in this is to show you guys if we have any signal dropouts, because my back is turned towards the camera and receiver, because again, the transmitter is just here on the inside of my jacket pocket. So hopefully my body does not act as interference, which in most cases it usually does, but let's see how this microphone kit performs. So let's go ahead and take a few steps back. We're going to go and take it to about maybe the quarter way or so. So I'm just taking a nice little stroll over here. I'm just going to kind of continue to talk a little bit. So I think this looks like about the quarter way mark. So here we are, quarter way mark of the soccer field. I'm not sure if this is like an official soccer field size, but I'm going to use it as a reference point. And yeah, this is what the audio sounds like from this distance. Oh, that actually reminds me, I am using the internal recording on the transmitter. So therefore, just in case we do have the wireless transmission audio dropout, I do have a backup audio recording. And if I do need to use the audio backup recording for this test, I'll obviously let you know. So we can kind of just keep it clear what the wireless transmission can do, and therefore how nice the 32-bit float is going to help us in scenarios like this where the audio might drop out wirelessly. So let's go to the halfway mark. Again, my back is towards the camera, so therefore the transmission might be dropping out now wirelessly, hopefully not. I'm almost at the halfway point, another couple of steps. It looks like right here we have some marks on the soccer field, which looks like it's about the halfway mark, and this is what the audio sounds like from the K9. I will also point out, guys, again, the microphone, the lavalier microphone is clipped here onto my jacket as I had before, and again, I am using the wind muff, and again, since I'm in this soccer field open area, I feel like there's a little bit more wind from my previous test, so just kind of keep that in mind. This is also like a wind test to kind of see how the wind muff kind of handles that. And again, the low cut filter is off for these tests as well. So let's take it to the 3/4 mark. Taking a few more steps back over here, try to reach the 3/4 mark to see how the audio is wirelessly transmitting between the transmitter and receiver. And I'm going to say this is approximately the 3/4 way mark. So yeah, This is it, guys. This is super far. I don't know what you're doing this far away from the camera. My camera's probably not even really picking me up so far. I'm probably super small onto the screen. I am using a 50mm lens for this test, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a reference. But anyways, let's go ahead all the way to the other end of the soccer field, which again, I'm going to estimate is a good 100 meters or 100 yards or so. And again, my back right now is turned and acting as interference, my body, between the transmitter and the receiver. And bingo, here we are, pretty much in line with the goalpost. Let's go ahead and show you. Boom, I just touched the goalpost. I'm all the way. Here we go. 100 meters, 100 yards, Saramonic K9. This is what the audio sounds like. And again, the radio frequency is at 100 milliwatts. So there it is, quick little distance test with the Saramonic K9. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. All right, here we are outdoors with the Saramonic K9, another outdoors test, but this time we're testing out the stereo mode right now. It is pretty cold out here. It is a little bit windy. I do have some cars, traffic kind of behind the camera, so it might be picking up some of that noise from the wind and whatnot. And Marco, thank you very much for joining me, brother. Dad. Thanks for joining me for this test. Guys, meet Marco. Why don't you do your own little mic test?
Hello. Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
Good. So you've helped me before do some microphone tests, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Marco's definitely a very good helper. I appreciate your help, man. Thank you.
You're
man.
welcome.
Good stuff. So as far as the settings, I'm pretty much using all the same settings as before. The camera's menu microphone input set to -12 dB. The receiver is set to -14 dB. And the transmitters, which I have over here on us, are set to +16 dB. Hopefully I got all those numbers right. It's pretty much all the same settings as before. Using the stereo mode is a fantastic option, again, because when we have two microphones enabled over here, we can basically have more flexibility in post-production. I'm gonna have like an audio channel for myself and an audio channel separate for Marco. So therefore, I'm gonna have more flexibility to adjust his audio level specifically and mine as well. So not only are we transmitting this audio from these transmitters to the receiver over there to the camera, but we're also taking advantage of the internal 32-bit audio recording on each one of these transmitters as well. So just in case, as a backup for an example, if the wireless transmission gets cut out or drops out for whatever reason, we have the internal 32-bit float recording for each one of these transmitters. So we are using the little wind muffs on both of our microphones over here. Where did I mount your microphone?
On my sweater.
On your sweater?
Yeah.
Is it heavy or anything?
No.
No. Do you think it's like really big or small? Or
Small.
It's pretty small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did we put that little transmitter box thing? Where did we put it on you?
In my sweater.
In your sweater?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So yeah, you know what? The fact that it's in his sweater, behind his jacket and sweater, it might be kind of acting as interference with the clothing, kind of blocking the antennas. But again, this is a test within itself to kind of see how it's performing. We are approximately maybe about 8-10 feet away from the camera right now. And yeah, so let's pretend this is like an interview over here.
Okay.
How's the weather?
Good.
Is it good? Mm-hmm. Is it like hot and sunny or cold, rainy?
Cold.
It's cold?
Mm-hmm.
So we're supposed to be getting some what this weekend?
Snow.
We're supposed to be getting some snow?
Yeah.
Do you know how much snow we're supposed to be getting?
I don't know.
Yeah,
really.
I don't know either. We didn't check, but we're going to check because we're actually curious. It's going to be the first snowfall over here in Toronto, Canada. And are you excited for Christmas?
Yeah.
You are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. What are some things that maybe you asked for?
A football jersey and some video games and TV.
Football jersey, video games, and TV?
Yeah.
Right on. Which one, if you can only have one of those, which one do you really want the most?
I would maybe pick the jersey.
Maybe pick the jersey. What jersey do you want?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Thank you very much for helping me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks, man. And guys, let us know down in the comment section down below what you guys think on how this audio sounds with the K9 system. Well guys, it looks like we reached that time of the video to give you my overall thoughts and opinion of the K9. I don't want to make this final review too long because the video was already quite long, but I think you guys get the general idea throughout the course of this video. I'm actually really impressed with the K9. Why? My number one reason? Well, the audio quality. To me, that's the most important thing. So we have two different audio qualities in my opinion. We have the wireless audio that's being sent from the transmitter to the receiver. That is one. And we have the onboard 32-bit float that is being recorded onto the transmitter. So which one of these do I prefer? And I want to know which ones do you prefer. In my case, I really do like the 32-bit float audio. I feel like the audio sounds a little bit more full, a little bit more bass, and it just overall sounds better to my ears versus the wireless audio that's being sent from the transmitter to the receiver. So with that out of the way, some of the other features that I really do like about this kit is the build quality. So both of the transmitters and the receiver are made of like aluminum or metal or whatever it is, but it's not plastic. It feels nice and rock solid, lightweight, and overall I just feel like it's easy to operate and navigate through the menus, easy to control. And that brings me to my next favorite feature, which is number 3. We'll call it my next favorite feature, is the Saramonic system app. It's really cool, the fact that we have full control of all of these devices wirelessly, and we can actually add multiple of these devices onto the app. I believe, like I said, it was like 45 of them. I don't know who's owning 45 of these devices and connecting them, controlling them all, but that is definitely really nice, especially if you're going to be like on a film set. You have control of all of your audio, which is really nice. And again, I didn't really mention too much in this video, but the receiver can actually be connected to our laptops, our PCs, and our mobile phones for us to actually use as an audio input. So if you want to use this K9 with your mobile phone for mobile content creation, yes, you can definitely do that by connecting the RX, the receiver, to your mobile phone via the USB-C to USB-C cable. Same thing with your laptop, USB-C to USB-C cable from the receiver to your laptop or your PC. Really cool. I don't know, guys, I can probably ramble on for quite a long time. I think you guys learned quite a bit throughout the course of this video. I provided quite a few tests for you guys. Overall, that's a wrap. Long story short, would I recommend this microphone kit? Yes, 100%. I definitely do appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I mentioned, any comments or any questions, let me know down into the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Till next time, peace.